Good evening, friends. This is a update for our YouTube subscribers. First, let's hear out what I said at 2:30 in the afternoon and how that is playing out.
How should you position yourself in this last 45 minutes of trade? We have Ashwani and Mitesh now joining us. Uh, Good afternoon, Ashwani. Been very strong, all dips getting bought. Your thoughts and your stock calls?
Well, I had said that possibly US election could be a non-event. Now, Donald Trump tried his best to infuse uncertainty, but even that uncertainty is not tending to matter. My sense is that 12,000 could be fairly imminent unless something happens overnight, and that nobody can say. But definitely, we are coming out of the right side of the US election. Whichever side wins, I don't think it really matters to that extent. It's all about stimulus and liquidity. So, for the moment, we have 12,000 November calls, and once if 12,000 is taken out, I think you will have a fairly strong run, maybe 250, 300 points on the upside. So I think that bet can now be taken, given that RIL is strong, banks are strong, even IT is strong. So with these sort of three pillars, the hope is that this time 12,000 is taken out. For the moment, TVS Motors.
So this is what I said at 2:30. Now let's see what the SGX Nifty is doing right now. Right now, the SGX Nifty is at 12,140, which is about 250 points from where we were at 2:30. You don't know what's going on. There is no clear winner in the US election, and the markets are saying something else. And, the lesson of this election has been do not try to make your own narratives that market should collapse uh, because of US election. Earlier it was if Biden comes in, markets fall 30%. If Trump comes in, markets go up. Then it was whether it's Biden or Trump, a contested election creates a problem. Now, even after the odds of a contested election have gone up, markets are still going up. So basically, the markets operate on liquidity. And as long as liquidity is there, we will continue to see strong upside. Now, it's very difficult for me to say what you should do tomorrow because obviously you cannot buy in a market that is going to open 250 points higher. So, here I think our next sort of resistance level could be closer to 12,000, you know, 250 thereabouts. So 250, 270, if you people recall, it was a big Achilles heel when we were going up. So now the issue is all these guys who were short here, and that may include some institutional investors, they get into a lot of trouble. And that is what we can see on the SGX right now, that foreigners who can cover are covering their shorts even before the markets open here in India. Tomorrow is going to be a big day, and we are lucky we are holding lots of calls. I think the market is going to not make a heavy meal of possibly getting to new highs even by Diwali. I mean, the kind of momentum and the kind of fuel this market is sitting on because of all of this, is going to propel you very, very hard on the upside. So that being said, we are already in a very strong momentum on the bank nifty, and I would think that on the bank nifty, next zone, if we have to mark out a larger target, is probably, you can draw a bit of a trend line through these points, and this could be closer to 28,000. So these are, relative targets. We are almost at 25,700. So Bank Nifty has ways to go in terms of catching up. So a lot of this Nifty upside will probably be contributed by banks. Uh, I would think IndusInd Bank, Kotak, even SBI could do well. TCS and Infosys could do well on the tech side. Possibly Reliance will contribute, possibly not with great amount of momentum, but definitely all of these large banks, ICICI, HDFC, etc., the big private banks, they will be leading this sort of upside. So that is the view that I wanted to present to all of you, and it is at these critical points that you need, proper guidance. So till we meet again, that should be all. Take care, trade well, and please consult your financial advisor.